maps that are in here. This one, definitely, I think, in OpTic Gaming's favor. You see right there, their best map during Season 2, 9-1 on Biolab Hardpoint. So it's going to be very difficult. Yeah, but something that Swanee actually mentioned, you know, I spoke to Hook at Cali, and I asked him, you know, how tough is it to deal with Scum? And he actually said it's not too difficult. Because he said Scum's sensitivity is so low that all Hook does is just jump, and that Scum can't adjust from the middle of the screen up.
That's the big thing we talk about with Scum.
Yeah.
I mean, he relies a lot on the L trigger. He doesn't play as crazy or as aggressive as a lot of subs. He's a much better pre-aiming, good positioning, knowing when to have that L trigger down. So
I mean, you saw how good he was in Ghost. I mean,
yeah. So if you're playing that fast and your movement's that good, then you can handle it. It's funny because I think yesterday a player said, "How do you deal with him?" and someone said, "You don't." So it's funny to hear Hook say that. But here we go, kicking it off. 24-point advantage here already. You see Scump in there, able to pick up one. He is going to fall. Switching over to Karma is going to be pushing the first hard points out. One to his right, one across. He is going to drop as well. Hook and Enable going to be in control for the time being.
Really nice start for OpTic Gaming here. Able to get a little bit of an early lead, but you'd expect that. They start on the blue side of the map. Pretty favorable spawn. Going to have that first hill right in front of them at the start. FaZe had to attack that from the opposing side, but FaZe actually takes a lot of time near the end, so OpTic not going to get as big of a lead as they would have wanted. It's actually going to be FaZe in the lead going into the second hill.
All right, we'll take a look here. We are going to have the rotation coming. You'll see we're getting everybody set up here. That's one top story. Formal able to pick that up. There's another one up top as well. He's got a player to his right to help him out. The push coming. They were able to pick up one. They've retaken the lead here. They've got control of top green and scrim, rotating back towards, trying to pick up a player top base. Able to clean that up as well. They've got pretty good control now, but everyone flying in. If they can kill one more rotation of FaZe players, they should be able to get a pretty good lead here.
Yeah, they kill another wave of FaZe players. They're going to have a pretty nice lead. It's going to be Karma and Krim in the kill feed. Krim starting to heat up. 3 kills on a spree for Krim as he sits up top the scoreboard for OpTic Gaming. They should be able to hold the remainder of this time here. 17 seconds left on the hill. Looks like FaZe is going to start to rotate. You see one player going over towards blue, another going to elbow, try and get that cut. It seems like FaZe is going to give up on that one.
Yeah, and this is a big one because blue, you've said in the past, I think if you get 2 or 3 players set up in there, one SMG player outside roaming, this is one that you can really get 45 points on at times. You can really, really lock it down. Doesn't have the hardest angles as long as you have 2 or 3 players inside. We'll see if they can hold up the push. Karma's going to drop. Let's switch over to the members here of FaZe, see if they can lock this down for the time being as they're trying to mount the comeback. Zuma trying to win a gunfight in here. Shots coming in, is going to survive and picks up the assist and picks up the kill. Great job by Zuma there, able to soak up some points.
Yeah, tons of nades coming in, but they're all from a teammate. Hook taking out Zuma with some nades. Going to be Enable jumping in. He's going to pick up 2, not able to finish off the third. And I was actually going to talk about Enable a little bit.
All right.
He's been slow this weekend. We've seen big games out of Hook, big games out of Slasher. Zuma and Enable have been up and down. Zuma getting off to a nice start, 13-10. I think he's really the key in this series, but they're going to need Enable to show up big if they're going to have a chance to win.
Well, they held it for a while. Scump with the 3-piece, though, able to break in, trying to pick up another one there at top blue. Going to get that as well on a 4 streak. Not able to take up the player there on top Cat. Switching things over to Karma. Just getting the last of the scrap time here. I'll try and hop over. We'll see where the next rotation is going to be, who's going to get set up first. And as we take a look, I mean, Karma really just tried to get as much time as he could. Eventually going to get picked off, but Scump will be your first man in at top green, and he is 15-8 right now, absolutely crushing. You expect him to go off on this map.
Yeah, this is a map that suits his playstyle perfectly. Like, when Hook was saying that you can get vertical on Scump really cause some issues, not on Biolab. Biolab's not a map that you're going to be able to get vertical. Like a map like Solar or Retreat might be able to give him some trouble, but Scump lighting it up here, starting out 16-9. And Karma 13-13, 3 caps. You might say, that's not a great stat line whatsoever, but he's done a nice job kind of transforming himself as a player. Like, in the past, really like a roaming around, slaying type of player, but now with this OpTic Gaming squad, Formal and Scump really doing a lot of the slaying, and him and Krim have a big adjustment. They've kind of transitioned nicely.
Yeah, they certainly have. This team has been coming together like they mentioned during that video. They've won the past 3 events, and wasn't mentioned, but that I believe back-to-back weekends. So impressive. 3 different wins, 3 different countries, and now here they are at the X Games, one of the most prestigious events of the year. Let's see if they can take this one as well. The lead now growing. It's up to 60 points, starting to get a little control here as OpTic Gaming.
Oh yeah, OpTic. This one is definitely going to be a blowout, regardless of what happens if Enable doesn't really pick it up. I mean, double negative right now, 9-18, struggling to get anything going in. that's the tough part about OpTic Gaming, right? I mean, that you have a fantastic AR and Slasher, he's able to hang in with Formal, but the 3 subs are so hard to deal with. I mean, you have the subs, and then maybe you don't have the AR that game. That's why they're so difficult to beat, because they're so consistent across the board.
And the reason that we saw FaZe able to have such good series against OpTic and UMG is honestly all 4 played very, very well. There wasn't really too many down games.
There wasn't a letdown from any player, really.
9 and 20 will not get it done against OpTic at Hardpoint ever. They just have too much slaying power. Look across the board there. Every single player currently between +1 and +5. This is the balanced effort in Hardpoint that you see at OpTic Gaming. It is absolutely terrifying.
And on the flip side for FaZe, I mean, not really getting much of anything from anybody. I mean, Zuma, even. I mean, that's probably the best you have. I mean, you're going to need a lot more in the slaying department. And I think FaZe probably shocked how this first map's going so far through the first rotation. I mean, they're down 100. I mean, it's going to be very difficult for them to come back. I think right now, just need to get warmed up. Obviously, first match of the day for both teams. A little bit hard to get things going early.
Yeah, that's what you hope with your FaZe. It's just a matter of getting warmed up a bit here. First game of the day. We talked about that with Elevate last series. They didn't care. Well, they came out to that 4-0 and just destroyed in the game 1. But, you know, people are different. Teams are different. We'll see if they can bounce back.
I feel like it's more dangerous in a best of 7 because you don't get that slow-paced S&D coming up next. You get another respawn, and it's going to be comeback uplink next. So FaZe definitely has to have those guns heating up for that one, because if they play like this on comeback, I mean, we've seen what OpTic's done to other teams.
Well, we saw Scump with a 5 streak earlier. He's on a 6 streak now at 24 and 13. 4 captures to go with it as well. The Genja Ninja lighting it up, but unfortunately, I thought for a second he was out of ammo. He's going to start pushing up here through I. See if he can catch anyone in bio. No eyes on anyone. See Formal cleaning up a couple there on the minimap. Eventually, he is going to fall. Streak ended. But, you know, we haven't even talked much about Krim this game. The leader of this team, 29 and 20, should be the first one to break the 30 mark here. Currently on a 3 streak.
Yeah, I mean, Scump, technically the captain of OpTic Gaming, but I feel like Krim is really the leader of this team. Yeah. When push comes to shove, I think Krim is the leader.
There's captain, and then there's your leader. Yeah. You know when you mess up, you're looking to somebody, and it's going to be Krim. Yeah,
Krim is the one you're going to be answering to, and he never really disappoints. When it comes to Saturday and Sunday, Krim always comes through, coming up with a big game here to start things off. 29-22, 7 caps to his name, just doing a great job overall.
All right, and they're going to keep it rolling. We'll keep walking you through this one. There is a ton of time. I mean,
there's a ton of time left. But
technically, is the comeback possible? I can't do the quick math in my head. I assume that it technically is, but with this kind of lead, I don't think we're going to see OpTic blow this in a Hardpoint as dominant as they've been in Hardpoint over the past
I tell you what, if OpTic were to blow this lead, that would be a fantastic, crazy way to kick off this best of 7.
It definitely would. You see Karma, they're one of the best at those aerial battles, able to pick that one up. And that's a player, too, that kind of reminds me, if you're talking about best movement, I think Karma's up there, too. When you're talking about the ability to fight midair with the sub, he's just so versatile. I feel like he wins those battles they don't expect him to, those awkward midair fights you see him winning all the time. He just doesn't look as silky smooth as
Hook. It's not like a silky smooth as Hook, but he definitely does come out on top most of the time in those gun battles. I would agree with that. Thinking on it now, I think you're right. I won't hate on you for that one.
That's the first time you've agreed with me, Matt. It feels very, very good. But here we are, 2:20
I had to second guess myself a few times before I did.
Just over 30 left. Karma lighting it up with the 2-piece, able to take control of B. The time soaking in as well. He gets the call if there's one behind. Teammate cleans it up, but he is going to drop. That's 3 down for OpTic Gaming. FaZe now with control of blue. We'll see if they can at least get, I mean, you're kind of looking for a moral victory.
Make it close,
right now,
right? A moral victory.
Just get
win the second half of the game.
Yes, exactly, guys. We held the last hard point really well, despite losing by 100. We can take that into game 2. That's what they need right now.
Well, what's scary is, I mean, all 4 players of OpTic Gaming. Have we ever seen them all kind of click at once? Like all of them be hot at one time?
I actually feel like I feel like that's how the hard points have been for them at this. The 2 hard points I casted for them yesterday, they all dropped between 35 and 41. Both games. Like, there was no one really jumping away. You didn't have that Formal game where he drops 50 plus on, let's say, retreat. It was really balanced. And I think the difference really has become Karma, because when Karma's putting up big slaying numbers, we've talked about the fact that there's just so many kills to go around. When Karma's putting up big numbers, you see that more balanced effort come out.
I mean, you're going to see a more balanced effort overall with this lineup. I mean, now that they add Karma to the mix, I mean, Karma's a player who mostly a Slayer through his Call of Duty career. You're looking at
mostly a Slayer, entirely a Slayer.
I mean, you're looking at 4 of the best Slayers in Call of Duty history as OpTic wins game number 1, 250 to 130. I mean, those kills are going to be spread out more across the team. I mean, you're not going to have, I think the days of OpTic Gaming where like Scump drops like 40 and Krim drops like 40, and Formal with 35 are over. I think this is kind of the numbers you're going to see across the board.
Yeah, and that's again, that's what's, I haven't casted all their matches, but the couple that I did were very, very balanced. I'm talking like 5 kill spreads between them. Now you get what I think was like a 7 kill spread.
Yeah.
Everyone positive. You're ranging between 103 and 117 for the KDs. On the other side, Hook, the only one really keeping up there, at least in the slaying department. I know sometimes slaying can be over-talked about, but when you look at it like that...
Yeah, well, I mean, you look at the scoreboard for FaZe, and you're like, kind of, what went wrong? I mean, Hook goes 31 and 30. Not a fantastic game out of him. Zuma, 30 and 32. You expect him to go negative? I mean, you get a better game out of Enable and Slash. I mean, Hook and Zuma were doing a nice job for how their other teammates are playing.
The thing I can't stress enough, and, we've talked about it every event pretty much, if you are playing against OpTic Gaming, all 4 of you have to play well. You can't have someone with an off game. You can't have people with off series. You just won't be able to keep up, and you saw that in game 1. But let's see how it goes here. We talk about it. Glass, glass, glass. It is all controlling this building, overlooking the drone spawn. Hook getting it going early, able to pick up 2, pushing forward. Oh, the third just in his sights, almost to pick that up as well. That probably would have turned into a dunk.
I just want to note how fast he got across the map. He jumped on top AC, then on top of that pole, all the way to the next pole, and then almost on top of the OpTic base.
I almost cut myself off during my spiel just to talk about how ridiculous that was. Like 3 seconds, he's already flying into OpTic's base.
The difference, I mean, this series is so infant. I mean, we really don't know how it's going to play out, but just from looking at the players and how everyone's shooting and moving, the difference between when it went on in Cali and what looks like might go on today is that everyone from FaZe was on point in Cali. The second series, they kind of ran out of gas. Formal just dominated. Now the issue might be they're getting off. Like FaZe is getting off too slow of a start.
Yeah,
like they look like how they did in the second series in Cali, not how they did in the first series.
I couldn't agree more with that. But you see Formal right now, he is on a 5 streak. He's trying to tee one up there. Blues are starting to push forward. You see Scump is going to be your drone carrier. They're considering pushing forward, staying with Formal now as he is on the streak. We'll switch it up to Scump, but he's going to be the one pushing forward here with the drone, and he will toss it through for 1. All 4 down, but they managed to get one on the board. The battle now going to be back to the drone. We'll see who can get to this first. Switching it up to Enable. He's going to be fighting into glass. You see he's got Crimsons there in his sights. Nice headshots, able to clean that up. 4 down for OpTic Gaming. That should be a guaranteed dunk. You see the spawn coming out. I'll switch to Karma. Does he have a chance to get there? Not able to stop it in time. 2-1 advantage for FaZe.
Yeah, and Zuma's starting to heat up. He's fantastic on this map with the AR, one of the better aggressive ARs. I mean, most of the time we see Zuma with a sub, but when he switches to that bow on this map, definitely makes good things happen for FaZe. They're going to run 2-2 setup. They're going to have 2 ARs, 2 submachine guns. It's interesting. I think OpTic probably they'll run 3-1. They'll probably let Formal take care of the AR duties. See if they're going to be able to get that good map control. Karma's going to throw that one in for 1 point.
But look what happened again.
That
was
FaZe
1 point.
Has right control of this.
It was a 1-pointer with 4 down again. Let's see if they can turn this into points. Not able to win the big fights, though, there at Glass. Well, they did get a couple. Enable got 1, make it 2. Actually, they might be able to get 4, but there is one flanking behind. That should be Scump. He's able to clean that up. So not able to counter that with a dunk quickly like last time. It looks like we're just going to have a, your typical battle for glass control here.
Yeah, and it's crazy. I mean, Formal gets off to a nice start, 7-5, and, the kills that he's getting are so important, though, Maven. I mean, they're running 2 ARs on the other team. He's able to give his team glass control while they run 3 subs, allows, players like Karma and Scump to push right up into the base, be able to get those easy throws. You see Crim, he's going to miss one right there, but still, just a fantastic job by Formal, hold that map control.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to say he's as good as any player's 2 ARs. Obviously, that would be ridiculous. But he's able to put so much pressure with the pressure of his sub players.
I agreed with you before. I'm not going to.
No. I'm saying he's not. But they're getting away with it. They have so much pressure from the sub players that he can sit back and just hold glass with that AR and deal with the 2 ARs, like you're saying. But we'll see if they can get forward now. You saw the long toss attempt to get in. I think that's going to go to the left. No, he did sink it. So Crim able to get 1 on the board, also pick up the kill. 1 down for either side right now. The closest one to drone spawn is going to be Hoop. We'll see how they decide to push this out.
Well, it seems like now Crim has an AR in his hands. So OpTic going to switch to a 2 AR setup as well. So kind of even across the board. Going to be looking at the battles, the Enable and Hoop, and then Scum and Karma, the 2 subs for each team. And then you're going to have Formal and Crim going up against Zuma and Slasher for their respective teams. And Slasher never puts up like monster numbers on this map. He's always like even, and you usually see him do some nice things with the objective as well. On a 4 streak right there, trying to get that glass control. He's taking out Karma with a big 2-piece in glass. Looks like OpTic Gaming is going to make another play for the drone.
Karma almost able to get behind him. A nice movement there by Hook. Able to shut it down. 3-2 is still the advantage, and they are able to put through a dunk. I was focused on that glass battle as OpTic was able to get forward and extend this lead to 5-2. They got that one pushed so quickly.
Yeah, Crim able to get in there, get a dunk. He's got 3 uplinks, 2 of his name, Scump with 1, Karma with 1 as well. It's going to put OpTic Gaming up 5-2 here. 35 seconds to go on the clock. FaZe has that glass control, but they don't even make a play for the drone. You see 2 kills come in for OpTic Gaming in the kill feed. They're going to be able to get the drone. It's going to be Krim with Karma in front of him. He's going to pass the drone. Karma's going to get a 2-point score. Going to give OpTic a 7-2 lead. 20 seconds to go, Maven. You know, FaZe, they've been able to get glass control, just haven't done anything with the drone.
This is the counter dunk. We saw them do it once before. Can he get through? He's a little bit tagged up. There's going to be 2 players to stop it. They get it shut down for now. Krim's got it, goes for the reset. Good defensive hold there from OpTic in the final 10 seconds. They should be taking a 7-2 lead here into side number 2. But what do you think about, with the way these teams play, who do you think had their stronger side? How do you see side 2 going?
Well, I think both sides in this map are about even now. I think
yeah, we say that, but then sometimes you see both teams put up all their points there on the one side when attacking.
I mean, you look for FaZe to have a pretty nice half. I mean,
yeah.
Usually you score more points from the half that OpTic was on. I mean, 7-2, it's not a massive lead. I mean, it would have been nice if Slasher would have settled for 1 there. I mean, 7-3, that's not like awful.
OpTic's first spawn is usually, I think where teams sometimes tend to go off, but we'll see how they play it here. Again, the battle for class control. You saw a team kill there from Slasher. Zuma always picked up 1, so it's going to be a 3v3 here early.
Seen a lot of team kills from FaZe. We saw Hook with at least 3 that I can remember from the Biolab. There's another one out of Slasher, so FaZe just looks a little off here in the second map. Enable on a 3 streak, though. Good to see he's heating up a little bit for FaZe. They're not going to be able to do anything. If Enable doesn't have a great series, they're not going to be able to do anything against OpTic.
All right, well, they've got a couple kills. They are so close to putting pressure into the FaZe base. You've got them spawning out of green. They've got to get forward, try to control the base. OpTic! Karma with the 4-piece. He is absolutely a monster. Are the points going to come with it? It's not worth it if you don't get the points as well. The 1-point toss, there it is.
Scum puts in a 1-point throw.
If they got no points out of
that would have been, that would have been really upsetting if they didn't get anything out of that. It's going to be FaZe though with the drone. Karma just making an absolutely silly play. I mean, you could see it line up. I mean, you heard the crowd. As soon as he got that third player,
they're just soaring at him there. Gets it done with the ASM-1. You see why he was picked up for this OpTic Gaming roster. He had a rough UMG. That is not the case here at X Games.
Well, you know, he hasn't had, I mean, outside the one they won at UMG, he hasn't had a ton of success on Advanced Warfare. So you kind of feel like Karma still needs to prove himself on this game. I mean, part of the teams with OpTic Nation, nothing to tell your mom about with those guys. But
no, nothing to tell anyone about.
No, nothing to tell anyone about. But you know, definitely finds himself in a better spot here on OpTic Gaming, showing people why he's still considered one of the best players in Call of Duty.
Yeah, he keeps making plays like that, man. But it's Formal left alone right now. He's going to have to play a bit of base defense, able to get 1. They didn't even get the drone in their hands. They're waiting for it, I believe, to come up spawn. You see Slasher here now at 18-13 on the 2 streak, goes for the 1-pointer, fires it through. 10-3, 7-point lead, just over 3 to play, and still plenty of time.
FaZe isn't out of this. I mean,
no, absolutely not.
They get on top of blue and they're able to spawn OpTic green. I mean, they can come right back in there. 7 points is nothing from good side on the back.
All right, back on with Karma. Zuma going to be the only one alive for FaZe. Actually, I'm going to go with him because he's going to be coming off spawn. He's going to have to work a miracle here in glass. You see them getting forward. It's going to be down in the base. Can Scump get his hands on? He's trying to clear the way for his teammates. He's going to fall as well. Nice defense there from FaZe Red as they are able to shut that down. Kind of cut off the bleeding, not allow any more scores to get through here.
And it's kind of funny. I mean, 2 minutes, 30 seconds left about in this second half. How many times have we seen FaZe with the drone? Once? Maybe? When Slasher scored that, that's really the only time I can remember FaZe having drone control.
Yeah,
like you look at the kills, I mean,
one reset or they tossed it.
Nobody going off for either team. I mean, Slasher 19-17 for FaZe. Everyone pretty much even.
Look how many players are inside of glass right now.
Right,
that's 2 for OpTic, 0 for FaZe.
Yeah, no, I mean, OpTic just kind of traps them in glass and slays them out, and then they're able to get that map control. I mean, OpTic just doing a great job controlling the drone. FaZe hasn't really touched it at all in the second half outside that 1 throw from Slasher.
Yeah, and if you're looking at the mini-map, just keep an eye on the bottom left of the screen at all times. Typically, the more arrows that are one color, the better you're going to be controlling the map in this one. You saw the toss get forward. They're able to get the 1-pointer. Sorry, I had the mini-map blown up during that one, but they have brought it within 6. Still a pretty big lead here. FaZe Red, though, they've got the time on the clock to try and get this done. They've got to win these battles in glass. He's going to fall to the 2-piece of Formal.
Yeah, Formal's going to pick up 2 on a 4 streak. As I say that, jinx him 25-20 for Formal, doing a nice job. Krim, 12-23, having a tough time running that aggressive AR roll, and that's
he's
really
got 5 scores though. That's
he's got
matters.
5 scores, but as an aggressive player, Krim I think overall is more of a passive player. I mean, Krim's known to make some big plays, but he's usually kind of in a situation where he's in good positioning, not really doing anything crazy with his movement. The aggressive AR roll for him doesn't really suit him that well in this map.
All right, well, you still see Formal here on this egg glitch, just holding off any kind of pressure through Glass. He's going to catch them on the rotation too. I believe there's one behind too. I'm going to switch here because it's going to be the drone carrier. Has to get forward. He has a chance for a dunk. I think that was Karma at home though to shut it down. Anyone else there to pick it up? It's going to be Zuma. He fires it through. Trailing by 4. 50 seconds left. They've got. Oh, say if he picks up one more kill, they'd have control of the base there.
Yeah, he would have got control of the base. If he picks up another kill there, it's going to be FaZe pushing up. And it looks like FaZe, they keep pushing up before their players actually get in position to pick up the drone. They almost forget about the drone completely. Slasher in the middle, trying to get a 1-point throw up. He's cut down. You have Zuma picking up 2 in the base. Enable, last one alive. He's going to have to rotate back. It's going to be difficult for him to get control of Glass alone.
There should be a reset here. Yeah. There it is. You'll see the toss through. And that will take care of business. They're only going to have a little over 10 seconds left once this one resets. Definitely not enough time to rally 2 dunks here. OpTic Gaming are going to take a 2-0 lead in the winner's bracket final. Winner of this guaranteed to play for gold.
Yeah, and you know, OpTic didn't outslay too crazy on that map. They just won it because they had more control of the drone. I mean, FaZe was able to get over in Glass, didn't win those important gunfights. I mean, we see Karma come out with some huge plays. Formal get a lot of 2 pieces with the AR. FaZe couldn't get any drone control. Really, that was the difference between these 2 teams.
Yeah, I mean, just you got a really good, I mean, other than Krim, I mean, it's at least the slaying part, a little bit behind, but again, he has 5 scores to go with it. Yeah. It's, again, a very balanced slaying effort, though. You had, what, 28, 31, and 31. That's what you want to see there. On the other side, I mean, you said the slaying wasn't that lopsided. It wasn't at all, really. No. It's just, it was Glass control for me. They got it locked down, and when OpTic scored, they were scoring in waves, able to really rally well.
Glass and drone control. It's really the difference. I mean, I think Zuma put up a pretty good game, 32 and 33 for an aggressive AR with 4 uplinks. It's a pretty nice game. Slasher, 27 and 23. I mean, didn't go as big as Formal. I mean, Formal goes 31 and 23, but still for your AR players, I mean, those are 2 pretty good games. It's just the subs right now of FaZe can't contend with the subs for OpTic Gaming. That's really been the difference in the first 2 maps.
Well, this is what'll be interesting. How much time have these teams been putting into Drift S&D? Because that is gonna be our game 3. Tweet the stream, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your neighbors, anyone within a close radius of yourselves. The stat there, though, Scump led his team with a 1.35 S&D. That is absolutely ridiculous. They are going to be on offense. I'm going to kick it off with them after seeing that. Now let's see if we're going to have anyone sniper. We're going to see a 4-bow push. Looks like we're going to see 4 bows.
Looks like you're going to see 4 bows. On the side of FaZe, maybe we see a sniper. Maybe Zuma or who. Looks like we're just going to see 4 bows across the way for both teams. So going to kick things off. Going to go on board with Scump. Looks like you're going to see an A push here out of OpTic. He's going to get stunned pretty bad. You see the guys just probably just going to post up, try and get a pick here early.
All right, we'll see. We're going to have a big engagement outside. Scump might be able to catch when he saw him for just a second. Karma gets the first kill, pushing forward. Can he get him? Scump falls with a second. 2 players to his right. And just like that, it is a 4v2 so quickly. Hook and Slash are going to be the left alive here. He's getting pushed. Can he get the 2-piece here? Pick up both the players. Bomb carrier flying by. Going to pick it up. And that is 4 up, 4 down. OpTic taking round 1.
And that was a very aggressive push by OpTic. When they started to go down that A3, thought they'd probably play a little bit slow, try and play for picks, but they just ran right at it. You could tell.
Once Karma got that first kill, they win.
I think they know that they have FaZe on the ropes a little bit. That FaZe, after losing that first hard point in the fashion you do, right? Then you lose the, comeback uplink. You didn't get outslayed that bad. The first map you got outslayed really, really heavily.
Yeah.
OpTic probably can feel a little bit that FaZe doesn't want to challenge those gunfights that they might have wanted to challenge.
I love just how quick.
And now they're just running them straight up.
I love how quick you saw it, because as soon as Karma picked up that kill, you just saw Scump, he went. Right, double jump forward, everyone was flying. If you do it together like that, I mean, you can make anything work. Whether you're playing slow, whether you're playing fast, whether you're playing flanks, as long as you're doing it together, you're on the same page, you can get away with just about anything.
As long as you make a decision as a team and go together, there is no bad choice.
All right, I just want to get eyes on with him. He's already picked off one. It looks like they're becoming their side. They're going to actually catch him with the nade. That's something you saw. Remember back to Ghost when he first started sniping. They figure out his sniping spots, and he gets picked so frequently. But Krim with the 2-piece. Zuma stuck in a 1v3. They're flying from his left, from his right. He can't hold him off. Going to drop 2-0 advantage OpTic Gaming.
Well, that was the real issue with Formal sniping and Ghost. I mean, he was really easy to predict where he was going to be. You just naded him out of his spot. Gets one early, then gets naded, but Krim
This one a little different. I mean, he at least got that. If you get the first pick, it doesn't matter. You can die for the nade.
I still think it matters.
Well, you get so much information from that. You get the pick. You know there's multiple people coming from that side. Yeah, of course you want to stay alive. In a perfect world, you snipe all 4 of them. But he got a lot of information there. Yeah. All right, who do you want to start off with, FaZe?
Anybody that's going to kill somebody.
All right, start with OpTic. They're going to be on offense.
All right, fine. Let's go on.
So anyone
who hasn't died on the flip side of it. We'll go on with Krim, start things up.
All right, so we've got Krim. Looks like they're going to be pushing outside towards this A side again. Pretty spread out defense across the back lines again. Enable got caught by Scump last time at that back tree. We'll see if they're able to hold. They get the call. The pressure's coming. They're starting to inch forward. I think Krim got eyes on him for just a second. Sees one, backs up. He's got both. Is he able to line them up? Enable, unfortunately, going to drop pretty much in that same area he was taken out.
No, I really am not a fan of the way
that
FaZe is playing right now.
What do you think they need to change up?
FaZe and S&D, I mean, we've seen it time and time again. You know, Zuma playing aggressive, Hook playing aggressive. I don't want to say they were scared, but they're almost playing to the way OpTic would want them to play. Like, usually, like, the way you want, like, a game to go is you want to force your style of play on the opposing team and get them uncomfortable and force them to play to your strength. And right now, it looks like OpTic completely controlling the pace of the game and how they want to play. And instead of FaZe trying to really just kind of ram at them and force the action, they're just going to kind of concede and just sit back.
It's just so scary right now. I mean, we know Denial had been struggling, but if we were talking about two teams we thought the best chance, Elevate, FaZe, we saw OpTic just dismantle Elevate the other day, as in yesterday, and now the same thing happening here. This team is just completely terrifying. And maybe it is a bit... Teams are playing afraid. Maybe they've only got 3 kills on the board, 3 rounds.
When was the last time, I mean, go on with the furthest pushed on member of FaZe. Who's that? Zuma? Okay, so Zuma kind of going back to the way he plays, but nobody else even like remotely pushing out of the spawn for FaZe.
Yeah, who do I have highlighted in the back? That's going to be Slasher. I guess it's
all the way back there.
He's way back. Hitting with the gunfight. There you go. That's a big kill. They have the 4-3 advantage. Able to take out Scum playing how you said they need to.
Right. I mean, you can't kind of just go away from your play style. Like, you have a style of play. You try and force it on the opposing team. If it doesn't work, the best option isn't to just play how they want you to. I mean, obviously, you're just going to play into their strengths. You really just need to keep forcing the issue. It's going to be Formal, though, left in a 2v1. And right there, you see they just swarm him?
Yep.
Kill him real quick. I mean, that's
how
how
FaZe...
FaZe...
for a second. I thought if he got to the steps,
that's how FaZe...
first guy had a chance. But
that's how FaZe wants the game to be played. They want to really just force the issue on OpTic. They can't just sit back. I mean, if they lose a bunch of gunfights, great. You lost at playing the way that you normally do. You can't change things up and then after go in the back and be like, oh, we shouldn't have changed it up.
Sometimes
it doesn't work like that.
you can mix things up, but not against a team of this caliber. You got to do whatever you're the best at. If that is aggression, let's see if they keep that going. Going to switch it back to OpTic Gaming. They are on offense, leading by 3 now. Going to kick things off with Krim. He will be the bomb carrier, leading the way in 4-2.
Yeah, you're going to hear that Avalanche come in the A side of the map. Krim's going to dash right into A. They're going to try and get this one down. I like this play out of OpTic. I don't want to say they have some rounds to give away, but they kind of do. This is a little bit of a risky call. I like the decision. Karma's going to pick up one. Slasher's going to trade that. So we're going to have a 2v3. It's going to be Krim and Formal going up against Slasher, Zuma, and Hoop. And Enable. You know, we talked about it a little bit pre-series. They're really struggling so far. 0-5 currently.
Yeah, and I don't know what it is. I thought he was starting to get stuff figured out. He had a really good UMG, but there they go. They're able to clean it up. This is going to be back-to-back rounds. You'll see Slasher with the defusal. But what do you think it is? You think it's just a rough event? I mean, people have them from time to time, but
you don't expect that out of Enable.
Usually, you know, you say you're as good as your most recent win or good as your most recent event. I mean, he played really, really well at UMG. Just not seeing that here. This is more of kind of, I guess, the numbers we saw when he was playing with OpTic that first event. That was
he kind of had
more of an excuse there.
He kind of had off events with OpTic, but there's more of an excuse there. I mean, nobody was just going to go in there. Even Karma and put up like major numbers.
0.82 or something at UMG. Yeah, it definitely takes some adjusting to this squad. But here we go. We'll see how they're going to play this out. You said you want to see them get more aggressive. Looks like they're starting to push towards this B site.
Yeah, it's going to be Formal getting that first pick with the sniper rifle, and it's interesting. I can't even really remember the last time we saw Formal bust out the sniper rifle in S&D.
Well, it's working for him right now as he's been able to pick up first bloods in 2 rounds defending this B side. He's going to catch another one here. Oh, just misses there. He's going to get tagged up a bit. Wisely going to back down. We'll switch back to the offense, see how they decide to push this one out. But they've got to be scared just knowing there's a sniper in the back there.
Yeah, they got to be kind of cautious, but at this point, I mean, you know where Formal is. You should have just pushed him already. I mean, that's kind of how you've always beaten him as a sniper. You just nade him out, stun him, or frag him, and then just push him. I think just letting him kind of get all the way back near his teammates kind of puts it back at not really that much of a disadvantage for him to be back there with the sniper rifle. Now he's got coverage. I mean, look, now he's got Scum playing directly to his left. He misses that shot. A FaZe player going to dive right out of there, thinking they're going to be able to pick him off. Scum's going to take him right out.
And we should have it again. They're running out of time here. Only 25 seconds left. See Scum for just a second. They're able to get Formal. Scump's out here jumping, diving around. They're finally able to clean it up. And it was 3 unanswered for OpTic. We've now had 3 unanswered here for FaZe. They're right back in it. I thought OpTic was going to run away with this one.
Well, they're starting to play like how they normally would. I mean, you see right there, they know 2 players players are in the back for OpTic Gaming, they just flooded it. When you see players coming from above,
Eventually,
players coming from the doorway.
They waited like 25 seconds
Yeah,
on the
they waited
clock,
a bunch of time, but
they had enough time to get it done.
they mustered up the confidence eventually.
All right, so they got to push forward. Excellent job by FaZe here coming back in this one. It is going to be now offense for the side of OpTic Gaming. I'm going to rock it with Karma this time, see what they can get going. Looks like they're going to be pushing. They've been pretty much going out towards this A side every song.
Yeah, they've been taking advantage of the A side. I mean, if it's working, you might as well keep pushing it, but it looks like FaZe going to stack it with 3 players. This time it's going to be Zuma getting that first blood on Karma. Zuma's actually had a pretty good series, even though, you know, FaZe down 2-0. Zuma's had a pretty good first 2 games.
And here he goes. We talk about Flank City, and they're going to be ready for it this time. Krim able to get the headshot. It goes from a 4-3 advantage for FaZe. They actually do trade the kill effectively there, so it is going to be a 2v3 here. We're on with Formal. He's getting Sun sees the shots coming out there from Instel. He's got one jumping at him now. Aim a little bit off, and he's going to fall there. I guess Karma dropped it about the same time. Now 4 unanswered for FaZe. And what was looking like a 4-0 in the series, I mean, if they can take this SD, they're right back in it.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, the series that I casted with Rise and Envy. Envy goes up 2-0. Rise wins the search and destroy, and they just rattle off a bunch of maps nobody expected to happen. So
yeah,
you can definitely...
2-0 is not as scary in a best of 7.
No, 2-0 is not scary at all in a best of 7. I mean, you can catch fire here in the S&D. You go to a CTF. I believe it's going to be Biolab. I mean, you can definitely bring this one back.
All right, Slasher leading the way at 7-5. What do you expect to see out of them on this offensive round, Matt?
You know, FaZe really likes to hit that B bomb site, but they're going to take advantage of
Nice
Krim trying
there
to push down the middle. Fantastic shots by Slasher. He's going to get one. See another player jump over towards A. So right now, if you're FaZe, you have to think, you know, most teams, they stack 1 player in the back of A, you know, maybe 2 players in the middle, 1 with a sniper rifle, 1 by B, maybe 2 by B. You got to figure, you saw 1 dash towards A, you killed 1 mid-map. You figure there had to be 1 back A, there had to be 1 in B. They're going to push Formal in B, take him out. It's going to be Karma, going to pick up a big 2-piece right there. He's going to get taken out, leaving it all up to Scum.
All right, Scump here in a 1v2. You saw the 1.35 KD he's had in this particular map, but he is going to fall. 1 round to win his FaZe. 1 round win away. They are from taking this one, and God, again, 3-0 was OpTic, and that is 5 in a row for FaZe. Impressive stuff. You see the headshot there from Zuma, and they're doing it with Enable. We're never really getting it going. He's still, what, 1-5?
Yeah, he's having a tough time. I mean, no, can't really hide it. I mean, it's there. I mean, he's having a very tough time here against OpTic, but you expect Enable to turn it on. You know, if I was in a booth coaching, you know, something like that.
You did that at some point in your life.
Yeah, I would actually probably just tell Enable, just go to the bathroom after this map, throw some water on your face and like wake up. It happened to us at...
Take a nice jacuzzi bath.
It happened to us at G2. I think Clay just went to the bathroom, came back and threw some water on his face. Completely different player, just kind of woke himself up a little bit. Enable definitely needs one of those, especially, you know, if FaZe is fortunate enough to pull this map out.
All right, he's going to fall there. There's only going to be 2 left for OpTic. Their risk here of dropping game number 3. Karma and Krim.
The player on the flank for FaZe.
Going to be in a 2v3. Krim able to answer with 1. The player coming from behind is able. I think he picked up both, actually. Enable, and that's going to be a nice boost for him there. Not only did they get the W in game number 3, but able to get a nice flank there and pick up the final kill is huge for Enable.
Yeah, going to get some confidence going. Finishing on a 3 streak. Picks up the last 2 players here. It's going to be FaZe winning Drift S&D. Putting themselves on the board here in this series. This series is far from over, Maven. I mean, you go down 2-0, you even it up, you don't even know. I mean, you get 2-1, you go to a CTF. I mean, I believe it's Biolab coming up next. This is definitely one that's winnable for FaZe. This isn't like a retreat CTF where I would count them out. Like, OpTic Gaming's really good at retreat CTF. They're really good at retreat hardpoint. A Biolab CTF is definitely one that they can
Matt, you're doing an excellent job so far today.
Why, thank you, man.
Just want to let you know that.
You're
excellent stuff.
You're all right as well.
All right. Well, we are going to have a quick commercial, and we'll be hopping into that game number 4. Again, going to be Bio CTF. If you are just tuning in, 2-1 advantage for OpTic. We'll be right back.
Great yesterday when we casted their game. Going to be looking to see if he can do that today. It's going to be a little bit of a tougher task here against OpTic Gaming.
All right. We'll have Enable pushing circle, seeing if anyone's going to be flooding out through ice, and he's going to be playing patiently. We'll jump to try and get someone a little bit more in the action. Actually, he's going to be getting pushed. Right now, first couple of kills going to be going to OpTic Gaming. He's got to know 1 pass through. What player was that's going to sneak? That's going to be Karma. He gets the pull. Can he get a kill at home as well? He might have an opportunity for flag out. Needs a little bit of cover. He's getting a player that wraps behind him from the flag. He had cover from top purple. That's going to be Scump, who gets a big 2-piece. This may end up being a cap. He knows there's 1 in bow. Able to dash around. 1 still behind. The return going to come in.
I was going to say, that was the sketchiest flag round if you would have been able to get that one home.
He was all over. Once Scump got the 2-piece, like, he's got a chance here. Speaking of Scump, 5-0 already. No big deal. Let's go on board with Scum.
Yeah, not a bad start for him. And what you're going to see out of FaZe in this one, a lot of pressure out of Enable and Zuma. You're going to see either Slasher or Hook set up over on Elbow, and then you're going to see the other one just pick up the overextension. Those guys do a great job of communicating, rotating between those two spots.
All right, Zuma going to be able to win a battle here, get into Elbow. No pressure really coming from either team at the moment. It's actually going to be Karma again. You saw him get a black hole. You've seen him doing a bit more objectively in uplink and in CTF. He's felt pretty confident with the flag in his hands. I know Krim loves to have the flag in his hands personally, but I've seen Karma have some excellent routes throughout this weekend.
Well, Karma at UMG Orlando, the best statistical CTF player, so going to expect for him to go pretty big in this one. Does a great job playing really sneaky around the flag. He just has great natural instincts. Yeah,
That's wild to think. It's wild to think with what his numbers were throughout that weekend that he actually ended up being the highest player. Unbelievable stuff. You see a good defensive stand there from OpTic, Krim, and Formal both picking up a couple. We're going to see Scump now, flag out, spawn out, coming from FaZe. We'll see who's going to be getting the cuts here. It looks like Karma has the cut coming from Ice. There's a couple there back at Purple. This should be flag on. There's no one that can stop this, I don't think. Can he get there in time? No. First flag going to go through for OpTic Gaming, and Formal's going to clean up the base.
Yeah, it's going to be Formal cleaning up the base. Scump going up into mid-bio. He's just going to lay down. They're going to try and play for another cap. OpTic just doing a great job just working up the map methodically.
All right, now tell you what, as we're through the first side of this, we already have OpTic in control right now. Scump at 7-2. Let's get to an OpTic listen in, see if they can continue putting points on the board with this side.
Watch the orange tunnel cut.
I'm looking at it until you guys come. You got it?
Square. Go ahead.
One's at surfboard.
I'm watching orange tunnel.
Back snow, one shot. Back snow, one shot.
Surfboard and bow. He pushed up.
He's weak. Seth's on you. Seth's right on you. P5 on you.
I know.
What's up, Irving?
He's top one shot.
Surfboard again.
He's one shot back snow.
Surfboard weak on me. Enable. Nice. Enable's weak at the surfboard. He's pushed up on him. Still right here. You're right.
We got top blue. Top blue. Blue cut.
Surfboard on our flag.
Shit. And Slasher's watching OE, yeah. He's top blue. Top blue watching OE.
Spawn purple.
Two guys are
No, I killed myself. Weak top blue. 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 Weak. Well, you got him. Nice, Damon. I'm picking up. I'm gonna try to pick up ice.
Spawn purple. Try to get his square if you can.
I
got him.
One guy at our base. One guy's at our base.
I hit him. I
got one guy at our base.
Blue side window. Blue side window.
Running back.
Win in blue main. One's back.
They're gonna keep having back.
I got one.
Back pushing square.
He's back purple.
I got
And from purple. Two in purple.
Get in the square.
I'm rapping.
One in square, one jumped out.
He's gonna jump snow. He's jumping snow right now. Just kill. And turret.
I think there's two at our base.
Yeah, on our flag right now. He jumped top.
I need a flag.
I got red. He's laying down.
I don't know where he went.
Top circle. He went square. In square now. Slasher. In square. Slasher. He's bottom snow.
I'm
Could be
rotating
another.
back. I'm rotating back.
Two guys.
Nice.
Slasher dead.
That's
Top of base.
I died.
Spawn purple.
I'm gonna help you, Damon. Let's go. Let's get the flag out.
Watch ice.
I think
Yeah,
he
I
might
got
have wrapped.
Just trying to watch ice. That's
Square dead.
Yeah, top purple. Back purple. Hugh.
In square, Zuma. He jumped out. He's bottom
He's
flag.
on our flag.
Yeah. He's pulling. Seth, one guy's behind you.
Dude, one more could be on our flag. I'm rapping.
I got one purple.
Nice. I'm rapping
On
back.
green, me and Matt are rafting, yeah.
One's here with the turbine.
Ice.
I'm pulling. I'm about to pull.
I killed
Look, you're like Matt.
One's coming behind me. I gotta run a green.
There's two blue cuts. Top big.
I went back.
Top purple.
You might have to go back.
I'm coming.
He's one shot. Fuck, he had a bow.
All good.
He's one shot, Damon. Oh, good try. Good try.
One's in square right now. Square jumping out. Square, I need help.
Nice, 40 seconds.
Yeah, one
square.
In square. He's stunning.
Oh, top turret building with the turret. He's on the turret.
I'm needing flank.
I'm dead. He killed me from the turret. There's two turret.
Orange tunnel dead.
Top of base too.
I'm OEing.
I killed flag, but
I'm in their base, guys.
trying to just get this pull out.
Someone
Whoa, just stun back up link. We're here with you.
Crane, rush me top of crane.
I got it out. I'm stunned.
Top
They're
of flag.
stunned.
In purple slasher.
Oh shit.
Smoke crane. You guys gotta get re.
He's behind you.
Flag guy's weak.
I got
nice.
Nice.
Try to get three.
Try and get re.
Nice,
I'm doing
Damon.
Good shit.
Big
job,
win,
guys.
buddy.
That's a good side.
Yeah,
That's a
great
good fucking
side, dude.
Good job.
Good shit, yeah. Good shit.
Good shot.
That guy was top small already
sure.
waiting for me, dude.
Good job.
Now we steamroll him.
Remember, play aggressive. Don't play deep.
I'll tell you what, they may only have a 1-0 lead, but what I heard there was a group of guys that enjoys playing together. The communication was great. It was mostly positive. I mean, you heard Krim get frustrated a couple times, but for the most part, excellent communication. Even Karma, I'm not sure he knows what's going on.
No,
I heard him call out 40 seconds left in the game.
Yeah.
He's on point.
Yeah, the last 30 seconds, so he actually makes a huge play. Say, but him and Krim in the FaZe base. Slasher has that flag top purple, and will pick up that kill and get the return. Huge, potentially could have been a cap. I mean, you heard when Scump dropped with the flag, you know, the way his voice sounded like he thought FaZe was going to put in that flag. Krim and Karma there to help clean up the dirty work.
All right, you see Zuma in engagement here, but with them trailing by 1, they're down 1 of the series as well, trailing 1-2. Let's go to a FaZe. Listen in here to kick things off inside number 2, see if they can mount the comeback.
He's purple, he's purple, he's purple.
Inbound.
Pull green, pull green.
Scumps inbound. Scumps inbound. You guys gotta wrap back. We gotta wrap back.
I'm wrapping back.
Don't worry about Tommy. No, don't worry about Tommy.
I got stunned, dude.
Front blue.
Formal got
He's
me.
circle. I got Krim.
Yo, play it. Yo, Formal
on.
was purple. Formal was purple.
I got one.
Two.
Yeah, I'm going for the re.
I'm in blue right now.
I wish I had a bow right here.
I'm in blue.
Yo, front blue, front blue.
Front?
I'm going for the... No, they got me.
Where's he at,
Yeah,
top?
he's front blue.
It could be anywhere, dude. I'm trying to like.
I'm pulling
He's
out
down
of...
low, he's down low, rails.
Yo, you gotta help out. I spawn out,
Yo, top blue. There's a guy top blue.
I spawn out.
Top blue right now. Top blue. Back blue, formal, dead.
The last guy's top purple.
Yo, I'm on it.
I'm gonna go with him,
Farmer's top
Tommy.
purple.
Yeah, just go. We need this.
I'll
trade,
spawn
dude.
with you,
Go.
Tommy.
Alright, yo, they stun me blue.
No, I'll try and hold myself.
Back blue. Karma's got 7 blue. Karma has a 7 blue. He might push out
Side
from blue.
purple, one's purple.
He might push out from blue. Karma, he was in blue.
He got me. There's one blue, one top.
Yo, I spawn hut.
I'm helping you.
I got one side purple.
Hold on, Ian. Hold on. I spawned purple.
In the car,
Yo, he's
pushing.
stunned. Flag stun.
I'm going for him, Tommy.
Flag stun. I have 3.
Respawn,
Yo, yeah, they might be better.
Tommy. One shot, dude.
Yo, side purple. They're running a flag, side purple.
Where are they running it?
I don't know, but the guys,
I don't know.
they're running it. It's out of base though. Just, I spawn green.
One top purple, one top purple. One top purple.
Front blue. Guys, got one in front blue.
They're in purple. They're in purple with flag.
Yo, it's gonna be green cut.
They're behind them. In purple.
Side purple.
I'm on
Yeah,
too.
let's try and play for a flag here. I'll try and rotate.
One might be in there blue. I got one.
Yeah, he's in a red. At a red. They're gonna go yellow.
They're running green.
All right, you heard the listening there. I mean, they've got it. That had to hurt. I mean, you saw they're a foot away from scoring. Karma comes up with yet another big play, gets the pull, gets the return at the base, runs it all the way back and gets the cap. 2-0 lead OpTic Gaming. Incredible stuff there from Karma.
Karma not putting up the biggest numbers, but this reminds me of a lot of the Karma that we saw
That X Factor, man.
with
Think
EG.
back to Black Ops 2 and even
I think
well.
with Ghost with EG, I mean, wasn't the slaying Karma we saw? Nope. Throughout all of Black Ops 2, a little bit of a different player. I mean, though
But
he
he's
has,
always that guy that's
he
making
has
plays,
like one
man.
series, like an event where he makes those big plays that win you that series. This may be the one. I mean, the hard point he goes about even. You know, the second map has some very good plays. They were able to pick up that huge 4-piece as we saw. This one, he's made some great plays around the flag. I mean, we saw that last return in the 30 seconds, at the end of the first half, which probably would have stopped the FaZe score. We saw that one, which potentially at the time could have put FaZe up 2-1. Just coming out with some big plays here in CTF.
Yeah, incredible stuff. I mean, that's just, there's nothing better than that when you get the pull, you get the clutch return, and then you're able to get it all the way in for the cap there. Good coverage by his teammates as well, but we do see Enable to flag out. There's still 90 seconds on the clock. Let's see if they can get something going. If they get a score right now, they might give themselves a chance. Flag still out. Slasher getting the pull. They should be able to get this one in. Yes. Oh, wow. Did that nade from Grim come in just a hair late.
Yeah, and it's going to be OpTic with a counter pull. You see they're set up to pull this one. Snova, FaZe, going to overextend. They kind of know they have to go for it all here. I mean, it's either they lose like 4 or 5 to 1, or they can bring this one back. It's going to be Krim picking up that flag carrier on the left-hand side. One more player to beat. It's going to be Karma picking that player off. Formal in the kill feed as well. They're going to put it in, and that should be the dagger. Maybe OpTic Gaming going to go 4-1 here. Biolab CTF. Looks like they're going to be able to take this one.
Wow, I mean, some back and forth plays for sure, but yet again, another respawn controlled by OpTic Gaming. And this is, I was going to say, honestly, the slang's relatively...
We still see strong play out of Zuma.
Yeah, relatively even across the board. I mean, no one really going off too much except for Formal. He's at +10. You see Zuma, he's on a 4 streak right now, 23-10. So the 5 streak coming up, unfortunately, a little bit late as this one's over. He's padding the stats a bit here. We'll see if he can continue it going. But I mean, for the most part, we've seen OpTic. They've won. When they've won that slaying battle big time in the hard point, they've taken it.
Yeah.
When they've really played a much more control game like we saw in Uplink, they're taking that as well. How do you beat this team in
Something just
respawn?
seems off with FaZe. Like, they don't look like the same team we saw at Cali or the same team we even saw yesterday.
It could be the torrential heat of Austin, Texas.
I mean, I know standing around the heat all day definitely would get you tired.
Yeah, but whatever it is, though, they need the energy level to pick up. I'd like to see a shot if we could. I'm not sure if we have anyone in position, but I kind of like to see a shot as well of the FaZe team, just to see what they look like. You know, you see some energy there. It's Seth on his Scump on his feet, Karma getting fired up, Formal just, no emotion whatsoever as usual.
Karma doesn't even know he's here.
Yeah, I'm not sure he does.
Yeah,
But
look to
FaZe,
see.
I gotta imagine, just seems kind of out of it.
Yeah, FaZe just seems really out of it. We see them in the
That's the
booth.
shot's exactly what I
That's
expected to
exactly
see.
what I kind of
Yeah.
figured. No, Slasher kind of looks like, well, we've kind of thrown everything we had at him. But what do we do next?
All right, well, the next one, going to be Solar Hardpoint. You said this is one you think they can win, but with the way they're playing right now,
Well,
the fact they're trailing by 3-1, I got to think this ends right now in Game 5.
It's tough.
Okay. On FaZe,
Take a look through there.
looks like 4 bows.
Yeah, 4 bows, probably just at the beginning of the game.
All right, well, here we go. Kicking it off with Formal. We'll see if he'll probably try to get towards top glass, pick up as many kills as possible. There's 1 assist. He's able to get the headshot, make easy work there for his teammates. He's going to drop to the left. Scump and Karma both going to be inside the hard point now. Pressure coming. Can they hold it off?
Yeah, Krim with 2 kills in the kill feed. Scump's going to pick up another one. It's going to be OpTic taking a ton of time here on this first hill. Enable's going to pick up 2. Hook with 1. See if FaZe can get some time here. Even it up at least going into the second hill.
All right, we see Krim coming in for 5. He's going to fall. I think it was Enable or Hook had that pretty much pre-aim. That's 3 down for OpTic Gaming. Some time coming in right now. You have Enable on a 3 streak at 3-1. Can he make it 4? Able to take out Formal as well. They're starting to get something going. Again, the time of this hill isn't the most significant, but just keep it as even as you can. Try to get rolling. This is the warm-up part of the map. Hoop right now. You see the movement there. He's on a 5 streak. He's able to catch 2 players from behind here. There's 1. Where's the second? Is he out of ammo? He must be.
He is always out of ammo.
He runs out of ammo every clip.
We did a listen-in with FaZe the other day on a BioLab.
It was
out of ammo
back-to-back spawns. I think he ran out of ammo.
every time, but no, gets off that nice streak. Still, it's going to be OpTic, going to be able to take the lead here, doing a nice job controlling the spawns. FaZe going to fight from that back garage. They want to hold that one because that next hill, hill number 3, is going to be huge for them.
All right, you see Slasher getting up top. Nice shots. Oh, I thought they were nice, but he's going to get taken out by Crim6. The accuracy not good enough there. Scump here on the B side. 25 seconds left in this hardpoint. He's got 2 pushing from the gun, able to pick him up with the assist as well. 1 up top. Teammate gets that. That was 4 down for FaZe, and they've got control, and he's already starting to rotate. Able to get 1 on the rotation. There's 1 more to beat. Who's that's going to be in a position to maybe wreak some havoc? That's going to be Slasher that might be able to cut the other players off. Several actually rotating over here a little bit early. And can they catch Scump? He's going to be lone man the hill. He's going to get 1. He's on a 5 streak. He's eventually going to fall. Going to switch to Krim, who's got a 3 streak going.
Yeah, this start is not good for FaZe. You see Krim starting to heat up. 10 and 6 on a 4 streak, but really, no, it's going to be Slasher 6 and 8 getting off to a slow start. I think it's OpTic running more than 1 AR. We'd love to know FaZe's setup right now. Looks like Zuma switched to an ASM-1.
Right,
Probably
I'll go
have
through real quick. We've got
Enable with an ASM-1 and Hoop too, so they're kind of leaving Slasher out to dry a little bit with only 1 AR.
He's going to be 1. We'll go through the rest quick. You see Formal, obviously. You'll have him. ASM-1, Val, and so 2 and 2
For OpTic.
versus the 1 and 3 we're going to have out of Slasher and Cruz. So Slasher's got his work cut out for him.
Oh,
that's for sure.
Slasher's got a really tough job ahead of him. I mean, he loses that gunfight to Formal though, and then the subs, it's going to be so difficult for them to break through because even if they go to the other side and go away from Formal, you're going to have Krim on the opposite side of the map, and Krim picking up tons of easy kills, sitting at 13 and 8.
Apparently slow as Formal as he's on a 4 streak right now. A little bit easier to deal with, only 1, and he's going to be wrapping around this right side. He's got Zuma in the back, probably with an ASM-1. You're never going to win that gunfight against Formal with a bow. Let's switch over to Scump here as he's going to be wrapping through mid-map. You see the widespread push coming here from OpTic, trying to hit from every angle. They're going to fly out as the pressure hits from the left as well. They're able to hold it off for the time being. Shots coming in for Formal. Traded kills. They're still leading by 50 though.
Yeah, this hill I'd expect FaZe to switch to another AR, but you see 2 nade kills coming in from Formal. Scump picking up 2. That is a 2-man break of a 4-man setup. So not many teams are able to do that. OpTic, obviously one of them.
And he's able to get another headshot there. He's already had a 5 streak. He's on a 4 streak now. Let's see if he can keep this rolling. And FaZe isn't even really pushing that hard right now. Look how far out you see the members of OpTic. They can't even get close to the hill. No one's even put any pressure on this right now.
Yeah, it's going to be Formal though on a 5 streak, was just on a 5 streak before. So really, he's the one that's taking control of these 2 hills. And you'd expect that, garage and up top, 2 hills that can be dominated by an AR. They push a little bit further out on the garage one, able to dominate players, just kind of sprinting at them. And then the top one, able to just take those long lines of sight across and able to just dominate fights from there.
Well, I'm going to go through again real quick here. Sorry, we see
We've seen a switch
it up.
from, yeah.
We see Hook has 1 as well. Now they're running 4. Is that a little bit
they switched for 4 for the up top hill. I imagine they'll change their classes up now.
back to 1-3?
Really,
we're going to see 2 out of
I think they should go 2 and 2. You're going to see Zuma stick with a bow. See, Enable, he's going to have a bout as
And
well.
you gotta hit those shots there.
They might be switching back to 4, which would be odd because nobody now have Hook with a sub. I do like the idea if they were to go with Hook and Zuma as the subs and let Enable run about, you know, let Enable pick up some easier kills with the AR.
Dude,
Zuma's doing a nice job.
He moves first, shoots second.
Yeah.
It's so fun to watch this kid play. It's absolutely unbelievable there. He sees the player dash out. Instead of trying to hip fire and spray him like crazy, he just dashes against that. Makes it an easier gunfight for himself. Incredible stuff there. But they are doubling up their opponents as OpTic Gaming sticking with the FaZe side for the time being just to see if they can mount the comeback. You see Zuma picking up the garbage time. Now the rotation is going to come for this middle hill.
Yeah, middle hill gonna pop up here, and it's gonna be FaZe controlling it early. It's gonna be Enable on your screen. He's gonna jump up, challenge one up top. He's gonna be able to take out Grim. Gonna throw some nades there, but Scump gonna flood into that hill. Should be able to pick it up for OpTic. Not gonna get any time though. If you're OpTic, you're perfectly fine with nobody getting any time in this hill. Even if you don't jump in, take it, just slay out, just rack up
That's
some
what's
kills.
scary when you have such a big lead. You know, they don't need to worry about getting the hill so much as just keeping their opposition out of it. They can really just slay out right now and not have that much to worry about. But I'm sticking with Zuma right now is he does have the 4 streak going. He's going to be flanking in behind. That's going to be Formal. So he picks up one. Hook gets one as well. There's some trading going down between teams. He found 2 there waiting in water, but not able to clean those up. It was, what, a 70 to 80 point lead just a minute ago. Now brought it a little bit closer at 50. FaZe needs to dominate the next
Yeah, but
hard point.
OpTic should be able to take the last 10 seconds of this. So they're really not going to make much up at all. It's going to be Slasher going over towards
Not
the
at all,
second
actually.
hill.
They might have made up 5 points
No, they
there.
might have made up 5 seconds at the most. It's going to be OpTic taking control of the second hill as well. It's going to be contested at the start. Slasher up top trying to make something happen. He's going to get taken out by Scump. Scump and Karma in the kill feed. Both on the hill for OpTic Gaming. They're going to stack it with a 3rd player as well. And this is what they're doing on this map. They're just going to let Scump push out the hills with the sub, and the other 3 players are just going to play in and around the hill with the AR.
A lot of times you'll see teams are either a little slow to get that pressure out, or they just, like you said, stay inside the hill. You see everyone bunching up too much. He catches 2 players. They're so easy. They're not even guns up ready to deal with that.
The 2 best players in the game at doing that, pushing straight through those hills, putting pressure on the other team's spawns, Attach and Scump. Both players play very similar.
I mean, almost similar to the thing we talked about. It was a big flaw of some teams thinking back to like Ghost and Domination. If you're the first one to the hardpoint, you want to push across. You want to get pressures on their spawn. You don't want to sit in the hill when you're that first guy in. Similar to hardpoint, if you pick up that first kill, move out. You got teammates behind you.
You need to push to the farthest cut.
Yep.
You can't sit in the hill and just watch it from there, because what's going to happen is the other team's going to flood in. They're going to pick up 1 kill. They're going to get more players in that general vicinity. They're going to spawn your team out.
All right, well, you see Scump doing it so well. The lead increasing a bit here. They have an 80-point advantage, 2:40 left on the clock. Plenty of time left to go in this hard point. We'll switch it up, try to get eyes on the engagement. It's going to be about to go down inside. That's going to be Zuma, able to win that gunfight. He's got 2 more OpTic players basically spawning mid-map. He's got some help in here. They've got to hold off this wave. He's got 3 players flying at him momentarily.
Well, you see, nobody pushed out that right side for FaZe. Look how easy it was for OpTic to get in there. They kill 1 player, and then they just flood across. And now they're going to get control of the hill. It's really just the lack of aggression out of FaZe. It's really
and you
separating
saw
these 2 teams.
Krim got a kill. He was the first one.
Just
there was
ran
nobody
straight
even out
across.
here. I saw in the minimap, though, he's out here just shooting.
No,
he just flew out,
ran
and he was
straight
ready
across.
to get engagements out on this side. And you see them pushing out time and time again. And that is why they are the best hardpoint team in the game.
Here's where it's going to get dangerous. You know, they have to play for garbage time FaZe. It's going to be Formal set up on the next hill. Krim going to get the kill mid-map. Same with Karma. They should be able to get this initial time here, and they are set up. FaZe needs to break this as soon as possible.
And this is going to be so difficult to break. Formal's got 2 on his side, and that's a big kill, though. Being able to take out Formal, they'll switch to the aggression coming. That's going to be Zuma. There was 1 player with him. He gets dropped as well. Karma covering Formal's side so quickly, able to pick up those kills. Hook gets 1, but he's got nobody to back him up. We still have the defense in the base. That's going to be Karma still locking it down. He gets 3 monster kills as they're trying to push through. 1 more in front. There's 2 more to his right. Can he get them all? Switching gun, tries to get the kick. Not able to pick it up, and every one of OpTic will fall. Eventually, they're broken, but there's only 25 seconds left, Matt.
Yeah, 25 seconds left on this hill. Going to be rotating soon. OpTic, they can kind of do whatever they please. They can play for this one or just rotate to the next one. You're going to see 1 player from them at the
they've been
bottom
out
of
of
the
it
screen.
for quite some time here. Good effort here by FaZe, but this is going to be a 4-1 winners bracket final victory for OpTic Gaming.
Yeah, and Scump went huge on this one, 37-25, but the ARs of OpTic Gaming really showed up. 38 kills for Krim, 32 for Formal. Have you noticed, you know, I think Krim has been playing better since they picked up Karma. Like, the team before was very good, but I think we've seen better numbers out of Krim since they picked up Karma.
I think when we're talking about when they were playing with nades, it was less objective by committee. It
Yeah.
was more Nade, but when Nade wasn't getting it done or needed help, it was Krim picking up the slack.
It's also
now this
yeah.
team has become entirely basically objective by committee outside of formal, I guess
Right,
you'd say.
outside of formal, I would say.
I don't think he has to focus as much on the objective anymore.
I think it's a trust factor too with Karma.
Yeah,
You know,
okay, I can
Played
see
with
that.
him before, you've won with him before.
Yeah.
You know what you're going to get out of him. And now Karma, no, the stats probably won't say it at the end of the series, but he had a fantastic series from front to start as well.
Oh, he really did. You saw big play after big play, that X Factor type of guy that was
Yeah.
just, you saw that CTF, the pull,
Not the most
return,
kills,
the